Welcome and check out this UK adventure I went on. This is Ben Nevis Mountain. It's located in Scotland, just outside of Fort William. And yes, if Fort William kind of rings a bell for you, episodes of the Outlander series were filmed there. This peak here, it's the highest peak in the entire UK region. It's 1,345 meters or 4,413 feet. As I mentioned, it's located right outside of Fort William, just a couple minutes drive, and it attracts about 150,000 visitors each year. It's a very unique place. I'm here with my nephew, John. He lives in Scotland. He's a resident of Forres, and he works on the oil rig platforms out in the North Sea, which is kind of an interesting story in and of itself. So here we made a little pit stop here on the way to Fort William, and you could stop anywhere along this road and you see just scenery like this. It's just absolutely breathtaking. You could literally stop every 5 minutes. It would take you days to get to where you want to be. But so here we are in Fort William. It's late afternoon, early evening, and just walking around, like, you can just see these amazing sights here too. It's just unbelievable. I don't even have the words. It's the harbor, and this is along the waterfront here as well. And this is our room. I must say, I dropped the ball on this one. This is all my fault. I arranged for the room. I thought there were going to be 2 beds in there, and yeah, there's only the 1 bed, and we had to share it. So we're up at like 3 in the morning, and since we didn't want to stay in that room, we decided to hit the road and get to Ben Nevis, which was a good idea. Parking lot was absolutely void of vehicles, other than I think 2 or 3. So it's important to note that you do have to prepare for this hike. Like, I mean, you have to bring extra clothing. You got to layer up. The weather at the base is sometimes totally different than the weather at the peak. The peak weather can change on a dime, and it can get quite dangerous up there. So again, check your weather reports and assess it all along the way as well. So we're about halfway up the mountain at this point, and like, check out that view. It's absolutely amazing. I am absolutely sucking a lot of air here. This is tough work at times. What do you got to say for yourself?
It's tough, but yeah, it'll be worth it. Yeah,
very much.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
We're at about our last kilometer, almost.
Not even there. Yeah, quite a bit to go, and this is where we're at. Still a fair amount of altitude to go. Definitely feeling it. Yeah, I'm out of shape.
So that was my nephew just giving his thoughts about the hike. We're both not in great shape, but this is well worth it. No, just hold on a second. No, just hold on a second. Video recording here.
Just to say she had a nose job or something.
So it was great to spend this time with my my nephew, and so we just took the opportunity to share a bunch of stories and have some laughs, and that was just a little silly clip of one of our interesting and funny little conversations that we had. But again, I digress. check this view out. It is absolutely amazing up there. Like, just the distances you can see, it's just mind-boggling. I will point out too, though, and this is common everywhere. I'm going to play Captain Obvious here, but once you get to certain elevations, it's like completely void of any kind of trees or vegetation. So you can see there's very distinctly two different styles of path. One is broader and well-worn. As I mentioned at the beginning, there's like 150,000 visitors each year coming here and enjoying this beautiful scenery. And the smaller, narrower paths their difficulty levels are a little bit higher. It's pretty steep. The terrain in some areas is very, very loose. So you have to be careful. Hiking poles, I would say, are a must. When we were coming down, I saw a lot of people coming up without hiking poles. Like, I mean, you can do it, but they are definitely helpful. And I had a little mishap coming down. I'll speak to that later. But again, check out this view. It's just unbelievable. You could see the distinct paths. The one path is obviously, it's more vertical. The difficulty level on that is a lot higher, and then the other one zigzags. So that's the main path, the zigzagging one. Gives you a little bit of a break, so you're not going as vertical. Takes you a little bit longer, as you can imagine, but it's difficult either way, no matter which path you take. And I must say, another bonus, another plus of us starting so early was taking in this sunrise. To see the glow of the sun coming up over the mountains was just breathtaking. So we came across these cairns. Once you get to the top, these cairns show up, and that is basically an indicator that you're getting close to the peak. And John is just adding to that one there. Here's a little fun with my Insta360 camera, creating some magical shots. I love this camera. I literally take it everywhere. And after a couple hours, we've reached the peak, Ben Nevis. Here we are. And again, as unpredictable as the weather can be, this day turned out to be magical. The weather, absolutely amazing. We actually peeled off layers when we got to the peak. And like, look at it. You couldn't dream up a better day. It was really warm too. So shooting these shots with my Insta360 camera, it gives the appearance that you're a lot closer to the edge than you actually are. It distorts the video a little bit like that, but that's the sacrifice to get like an actual 360 shot. That being said, these next shots here, I am actually that close. I took these with my with my cell phone. Like, I am on the edge here, and it is a long way down. One wrong move, yikes. So, a little history about this place. There actually used to be a hotel, if you could believe it, at the peak, and you'll see the ruins of that hotel. And there's also the marker for the peak, and an emergency shelter, because as I mentioned, the weather is extremely unpredictable there and can be very, very dangerous. So you'll see shots of the shelter. People have actually perished on this mountain. I'd have to look at the stats, but I did hear from somebody that people perish on it annually. So you do have to, again, do your homework, check the weather, come prepared, and don't muck around with Mother Nature. Like, she's pretty serious. So I brought my drone along. I call him Mr. Krabs because he kind of looks like a crab when you open him up. And carrying the extra weight of the drone, and especially the batteries, so worth it to capture these drone shots that you see here. Even if I didn't bring Mr. Krabs with me, like, I mean, the views are just spectacular, but this just adds another element to the video. And I love these shots. It's just amazing. Just gives you a whole different perspective, right, of the ground. There's the emergency shelter. I don't know why I'm having a problem saying that. Doesn't look so friendly inside. Not very clean, but I guess it'll do in a pinch if your life is in danger. And those are the remnants of the hotel that used to be operating at the very peak. Doesn't look like much now, but if you go online, you can actually see images of what it used to be. We hung out at the peak for a little while, geared down, took off some of our layers, and just sat back in the sun, had a bite to eat. I put up Mr. Krabs, got these amazing shots from the air, and it was sad to actually gear back up again and head back down, but we had a little fun here coming down. John actually hurt himself. So he was a little bit slow coming down, but he did very well.
Do a trick or something.
Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne.
I assure you, he is not Jason Bourne, but I had to have a little fun with that one. So to summarize, I highly recommend this hike, but be prepared. Come with appropriate clothing, bring extra, check the weather, and just recognize your limits and play within them. I went down on my butt, smashed my camera. That was a $200 fall, but yeah, it was all worth it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to one day get back and do the other side of Ben Nevis, which is supposed to be a more difficult side. Be good to each other. Bye!